na kofo no message not kwade de mo pa ye ade na ifere kachi ze on tiase ze Kotoko anto aba na samba kuredi ezo no ko UN General Assembly meeting na ze to aba no bi abstain a oyi okwa press conference because on tiase ze country anto aba o den to aso e
yes sir
baba Yara asem no anu na me yam hye me nam tenta fidie no so no
sir
yes me
mo wiana
Nigeria journalist bi and wa confirm say Kotoko submitted the ama Confederation of African Football
CAF
say ombebo omu home game no e the Accra Sports Stadium
was it Kotoko see
ai
wow
Jose Asante Kotoko e the Accra Sports Stadium say Abranji well and unim almost all the tabloids and newspapers in Nigeria published a story 2 days ago and I'm who sa particular story na Japan.
Okay.
Now he's a journalist in Nigeria. I've tried some contact company for I'm a buso say no crasa mo say mo games no Accra Sports Stadium ana minya confirmation every ho eti we newspaper ye kura mi the capital of Kwara State Ilorin.
Okay.
So your friend ilorin.info Asante Kotoko confirm Accra Sports Stadium as venue for Kwara United. Date 14th of August, that's 2 days ago, 16th. I say Ghanaian Giants, Asante Kotoko, have confirmed the venue for the CAF Confederations Cup preliminary round against Nigeria's Kwara United. bnsports.com Nigeria reports. With the Barbara Sports Stadium currently closed for renovation, the Porcupine Warriors will host their home fixture at the Accra Sports Stadium. According to CAF's directive, the Accra Sports Stadium is the only approved venue in Ghana for the competition, despite not fully meeting the required standards. Nigeria for CBA. Almost Accra Sports Stadium. I say Accra Sports Stadium approved. No crown. It doesn't meet the required
considerations.
The facility has been granted temporary approval for the preliminary rounds of both the Confederations Cup and the Champions League scheduled for September 2025. Asante Kotoko will host Kwara United between 19th and 21st September before traveling to Nigeria for the return leg between 26th and 28th of September. It is a branch of Edema sa newspaper BSN Sports website bsnsports.com.ng and on say Kotoko confirm the CAF. Somebody no ewo Accra Sports Stadium.
5 weeks from now.
Na mi wuram yes we had date na mi wuram wo baba Yara no so no. Me hwe adwuma na say the AC koso a. Yes, but say Monday. Director of National Sports Authority Ampofankra. Ebeba Kumasimpo. And mi busa say na branch confirmation nano CAF publish approved venues in Africa and what na adwene. And the actual story na say was cited letter from Kotoko confirming to CAF say hono mebo no and no anybody busa penyi me gina say because me busa pemprumu a Kotoko in fact one source at Kotoko ka tell say ignore it.
Okay.
No mo fa confirmation bi anko abusu say aka na what you be say na game na ba
5 weeks from now.
5 weeks. Now 5 weeks from now no so no. Yes CAF and so 1 month before the competition. And a CAF am a final approval because on the traveling team they must be aware of where the game will be played and all of those things. And so we are aware. And so Bosumene drew ama afedi akase game ba edase and I said dase. Enti mabusa o NSC for so say Monso Kotoko de krata abrem say Omabo CAF Champions League e wa Accra na.
Confederations Cup no.
Sorry, Confederations Cup no Accra na. Gold Stars about CAF Champions League wa Accra na. Me call National Sports Authority to Japan. Manya confirmation bia amfam free wonum enso aso ye ho. Me call manya confirmation amfam free ho. So ye hwe ekwan a ebefa so a confirmation ni betimi aba. Na APA ya hwe if the games will really, because according to the story I just read to you, almost said that Accra Sports Stadium will host both the CAF Champions League and the CAF Confederations Cup. And any penny trick Accra here was a stadium nuclear a meeting standards the name
Considerations.
ya jia to say and more prelims and a pair. Na zo munya kra omega say you know kwa mon ha Euro group stages are on my mo.
Yes sir.
Second ko and to me are more the Confederations Cup games no ewo Accra Kumasi Baba Sports Stadium ebe ko e de tia Asante ko yie pa because unim say especially the second game na Kotoko ebe bono so mo to be qualify kwara de na san next game no mo kwakobo work no when you are playing a team like work you need everything at your disposal be a bit my ball including a packed Baba Yara Sports Stadium.
Yes. There's one kind of packed stadium.
There be a packed Baba Yara Sports Stadium.
Now, Kotoko letter or what they come a calf.
Yeah.
About baby on person mobile games. And now we will be say Nigerian journalist no confirm.
Yeah.
See, Asante Kotoko Kasamafo. Lawyer Safuduku say ena okasa efa ho.
Biazono. Ejeno ekwama ekwoso timini say at the time CAF special team the ban. They wrote to us presently. I'm going to confirm that Baba Yara na tete yebo. I hope so with that no. The next you buy say obviously the Baba for special. Maybe say nyama bi wa aka kana say yesu etimi boa yesu ebo aka.
Yes, inti ote Lawyer Safuduku Kotoko communication director.
Into
say the call and CAF nso atro de abre wo mo.
Ebusa wo ba bi o mbo.
Yes,
e na o so mo de Baba Yara no mbo no.
Yes.
Let's say Nigeria
adwuma na o mo gidi say team ba so mbe ye inspiration na bibia.
Enti enua Nigeria ni na asem ya okofa besense wie mu.
Oja no eh.
E na dwenkyere bi no o kira na say na ni akobo krata bi so penny there is a difference between o kira wa adwen. And it's a make emphatic statement.
Yeah.
And from what I read it was very emphatic. And yeah, speculation. Sometimes you speculate to say, Dana CAF publishing venues approved in Africa.
Yeah.
And my say, because I just say the Nigerian team Kwara and to be more Kwara State, Ilorin Stadium because South Stadium in approval.
Yeah.
So at Dana Mitie last week Sunday, when I interviewed the general manager at the Kwara United, Malam Bashir.
Yeah.
Malam Bashir catch say yes, the last time on ball CAF interclub competition they played Lagos or more Kwara State because now almost stadium any approval but this time no and you may be a CAF so munye bi omaye they themselves are also looking for say CAF ebeba na CAF ebeba mo facility na approval. That is what the man told us here. Also must submit your money man and almost stadium no bibi a CAF so munye bia. In fact dano Kabiru Adama omaye the current state of the stadium no matches no and oma uplifted standard enye a normal international stadium but the point say we na prelims na makasa na nse na CAF asesa na nyoma kakra sanya sadia brekum Chelsea abo CAF Champions League prelims brekum Golden City and na per CAF standards no there is nothing about brekum because se kaye bibi o bibi se brekum be ya bibi any Gold Stars what it takes san kombe yo mo a park na ma emiti sa standards na CAF pen but emiti standard no and doma na najma badu park emiti standard e ma nkobo CAF interclub competition Ghana ope venue ba kwa turf no pa edaso na ye pa
doma
nsenchire
okay
barunza for Samates CAF antwam kura na Samates kura de nwura bi ni nua bi na abafam ene za kwan bi na abafa so kura there's no way ubetim di team bi gise bi aye de yi ayi helicopter na omo de ahomate de ya soja for no 6 months omo de si fom ni bi dia na bi omo de si fom okobon ho enye yi tempepanyi asɛm wɔ yɛ asɛm a apem me deɛ but deɛ ɔde ba yɛ nso ma masa nya ahotosoɔ
Kotoko statement na
ɔkyena by the time yɛbɛtena ase ɛwɔ Sunday special so no
yeah
we will get Kotoko's official position again because this is what Safiduku said days ago. We want to find out that after this publication, you know, I say I'm CAF is to be more than Accra because CAF are publishing list of approved venues. But Safiduku say CAF has on Baba.
yeah
That Ben on Baba. But Accra posted Baba has posted in Yamadum. The last time yeah they okay Kabiru you know the atoso no Ilorin for no Kwara for stadium.
oh okay
Yeah, that be my Kwara Tanzania ba. It's almost so yeah Juma. Okay, fantastic.
okay
Say na na tie.
grass na nshi
Say na na tie time time omo anya ntimi amod ba ko no.
okay
But omo wie ntie nhwe ti this the time ntomo wie no panyi. And you can give us the no mo ewo stadium money ade no. Da bi nya de omo ye adwuma ba ko na last time o de ba. You bo say panyi omo peja omo facility no.
Sure.
Standard na kakra. Enti ye hwe say but I know says a camp a second phase of inspection. No mo koje omo de tuma likely except for the prelims the Barbara Sports Stadium ebetumi amiti my last checks Barbara Sports Stadium NSA for mpanyin for dem mo din komo no as panyin no mo so omo nsheki the reason they are not shaking is scoreboard na de say aka to mo tu bibi free na konkran no so mo tu abebe so
okay
nkonwa na say mo say ayi no
ya so mo ya
Blasters da bia kodwa ne de nye de ye na ha eso mo to no mo nto ma ya
okay
da Blasters bebo Chad wa ha no I say 8th and I say 4th of next month and I Kotoko any Gold Stars games here next month but if the Black Stars action about earlier I just say see Baba Sports Stadium too that time Blaster mo you bet me peja kunya no e de aba then dressing room asem no and so panyfo achim say the CAF so mo nya no and take you too much of effort to do it and they will do it okay internet provision and other ones no they are still in talks wo eyen wadwuma no madwe mo say on sa da me ka to say japan adwuma ye bana say computer ba ko adwuma de bonyuma still bit ma ye adwuma
yes
by a banner microphone doom na console nyadwuma that's the basic thing sometimes here wa omo take you off na aban general lighter your UPS engine we may not have light in the studio but we still work until say light baba back and say genset yeah beso but who say light doom but kasa dem fa light ho ne da so yadwuma enti there are certain things that happen Baba Sports Stadium no grass na the basic thing sa ko fa electronic scoreboard a touch screen kura ba ho now ko fa Santiago Bernabeu ni bi bexi dugout wa na the grass ni nya se anyintum etimpanyfo say they want to work on the grass make sure the grass is in perfect condition then the others no on betuma ya account japanyi the voice ya dem media one areshemu one makoma atomiyem say Nigerian journalists no BSN Sports publication no mo ye no yamfa ne sabu japanyi hurudu hurada semana ne yanyini se Kotoko because me ka bi Kotoko ne work of Morocco no ni o me betuma ma Kotoko qualify ba ko a packed Barbara Sports Stadium a sunny Sunday or Wednesday afternoon where the supporters will come and they are chanting and singing and then the Kotoko players the spirit of Asante Kotoko be form no ma gina mo na so abo eno ade japanyi ebetimi aboa pa na we de kabia kankra kwa ufa ne GF for asem de maka kire say okay he say ye ne kakra kuro ye ne omo na tim na ye nya ntu nko ba bia na omo nso nko ba bia ide we continue to be here with them okay say see ade oka impact no mu da GF ne de asem baba omo kokko yusu say ye nyina ye Ghana for na patriotism ne ya chom say da bi me na bia me ye teacher it is a not for ekasa na me ka bi onso ye ball mo na mo ye ball for ti ball ne ba na mo moka but enya nru asa na wo ka mo nse de hu impact no eti ye betwen omo na da chi se bujapan ye pushi koduru san level na we will let the GFA and the apparatchiks ne mo hu say na no mo koto ba mo ye gina abonten na mo ka che se demo swa ye se ye studio ha swa pa entu ye panyini se na ba ha ye betma mo gina abonten o na de ode ba na wa twira ma ye o twira ma ne di mi ne fit te se de general secretary di mi fit a na ko Congress. If we deem it fit, then we will also put it on air for listeners and so on. But GFA fund them Japan, you almost krakra. Sponsorship no almost 4 national teams, you know. Meaning the component and how it is going to be structured. The minimum say all national teams are fully financed by the government of Ghana. This is $2 million we know. Nyan someone in the papa when say Rafa Moja, I think you come by because all national teams are fully funded by the government of Ghana. So Omoya is say ya. Omoya budget is here say national team na no am make kobo. Black Queens
because Omako did.
Omo kono mo de mine sika na ko enyo mo ba e kra ya mo kono. Omo campi bibia na e mine sika. Et national team de na ma dwem say sika ba ho a ba Ghana for no because omo dia. But Debiano, when you have the Minister of Sports, no, Jamaica for the first and say, oh, if for Momo Mabaso, never president, so Jamaica say, we have a wonderful sports minister. Now, qua. No more go any mass yachango for so no yahe. A bit on the Mustafa Isif. I go catch them for say. The entire unqualified for AFCON. I am probably a friend Mustafa Isif. One name he. Tini unqualified for AFCON. Kofi Adam said, ono akasaka on the boxing or pay. Na born do shed nimu. By the time we be hunu Nanko from the person we have no media born or IAV.
But as a pepe, I love a command sports, Collins, Amwaku, and the Dewey Abba Nana Kwame, the Paris Boga, Nana Sebibia Boko, Mahu, we know, when we the Momentonka, Boko dear. Brasami, listening to the show live. Accra had to folk supporters should expect good football tomorrow, not Tinku. We are winning the Homo Cup tomorrow. We are Zekov Mohammed. Serve.
It's whether the venue will be Accra
or
Kumasi time. Hotel. But as it stands now, Kumasi is not a venue for CAF competitions.
As it stands.
It stands now. With 5 weeks to go.
But I would do calf trouble, no, almost on Bebano.
Calf say on Beba within 5 weeks.
Well,
I sure say within 5 weeks, calf Beba. Calf Beba that bay. Because if you have 5 weeks, by now it should be clear when or which date and a calf inspectors Beba. It's becoming increasingly difficult. But like I have said, Kwara United team say omo de Kotoko ko Accra has a focus say Kotoko show omo. Na Kotoko ko ho say akosho omo.
Omo de kwanya Accra Sports Stadium.
Accra, yes, Accra ko omo show omo. Omo say de ko.
Omo go win both legs.
Two games ni nyina wo Nigeria Kwara Horn Master na wo so omo hye no. It is a team, a team enye team bia team Nigeria team
league get what be o mo abeye bi kura wo ma pen
so almost ema Kotoko a challenge and say Kotoko enye serious in terms of Africa opa makwara fo ya expose Kotoko no mo nkohia work for no ne tie die besi say work for na danu an nani o mo be 5 and 6 I mean levels ought to be this a team o mo J the Nigerian almost friends a Federation Cup. Nigeria Federation Cup no more J, you know. If you look at team omo ball final en route to the final, it is a this year ball hanan kaka krabinanka golden kick air agent sana one the when it comes to knockout games, some of these things can surprise you. But Omoankasa, they are not even ready for Africa because a lot of their players and the team doesn't look like they are ready. Kasana Omokaka Kotoko should just I feel that at the end of the biano yenim sa a period in class be kwa Africa. That is why at times I feel whether we refuse to think or it is deliberate effort to sabotage, and I say you need the capacity. Yenim say around August, September, clubs ebe kwa Africa. Yenim krani yenim say in the last year clubs ne be a fair say no mo kwa na bia o ma ko free, but we know they will make an appearance.
Okay.
Diana, why do we make a conversation me by no na Kotoko bebo akobono Togo ombebono Benin make a lot hina we ko, but any times our anytime your clubs are qualified for Africa, there's always a debate on a henny on the bone. And then, dear on my Ukraine, we must be serious with our football. You know, Kobono, we hang ready, and I see a pentembi, I was here fixed way. Why don't you, Abraham, woman, obey me? Yes, I'm I dine a 1 year. So, himself, eventually, if you won't do it, then don't do it. Near was a Kotoko away. But so obey the idea and I yet now. If me can yana make cancel their baby sick. We have a problem. Kotoko qualify for Africa this year. It's been how many weeks?
So they not moving in FA Cup.
No, months. You know you.
I know more qualify.
That no more qualify for finals. No.
You
know, class golden kick any capacity. Calf no maybe on golden kick. A mantle because even that game was played on the 15th of June. But the final no qualify about 2 weeks before the 15th of June. It's a meme.
Class Nankasa nye serious. FA nye
serious.
Ministry
2 months ago.
Because yet now man carry na fe we are be carry no we are far as a adia chin ya we say game so ya aware say your team see the Africa. I ask myself, why if you will make any effort, then why dance other than effort non starting knowing that Yenimsa Blasters will game. Yenimsa we move. At the end, you better now say, hey, at the end, be ready. Would the venue be accepted? And what is all this? And it smacks of a chair or beer. As a unye serious now, the idea be and you know what? Next year we'll be here talking, we'll be here having the same conversation. Yeah, ready. We must be serious than what we are doing. I mean,
Saraf and